Jermell Charlo will be facing Canelo Alvarez on September 30th, and Jermell has warned Canelo that he plans to knock him out. Jermell has quite a few supporters who believe that he'll be able to pull off an upset and beat Canelo in their upcoming fight. Oscar de la Hoya actually thinks that he knows the secret to beating Canelo, and he passed the knowledge to Jermell. Oscar stated, "Any style that you give Canelo that is similar to Bivol, he's gonna have trouble with. Anyone that stays on their toes, anyone that flicks a jab in front of his face, anyone that knows how to keep their distance like Bivol did, Canelo will have trouble. That's the bottom line. Again, he walks on quicksand. That's what his style is. It worked for him all these years. He has become accustomed to knocking his opponents out and walking them down with a lot of power. Anyone that tries to box him and has that same similar style as Bivol, he's gonna have trouble with." Canelo has admitted that Jermell is the complete package, but he promises that it isn't something that he can't handle.
His biggest weapon is, I think, everything. He can hit, he can take a punch, he can move too. He's tall. I think he have everything. But I'm used to fight every style, so I'm ready.
Johnny Nelson really thinks that Jermell will be the one to beat Canelo in the end. Johnny stated, "Don't be surprised if Charlo is the guy that manages to pickpocket Canelo. Canelo is an outstanding fighter, another fighter who's not the fighter he was, but still beats 98% of the fighters in the world. Charlo, on the other hand, I'm starting to really favor him to pull it off. I think he has all the ingredients to do that." He's not alone in his belief either. Trainer Virgil Hunter believes that money has changed Canelo, and he thinks that he's lost his drive to win. Virgil stated, "Money can do some strange things to you. You can lose the hunger, and when the hunger's gone, the skills start going. If he gets tired against Jermell, and Jermell shows great ability late rounds, it could be a problem if he lets it get on the other side of 7, 8. It could be a problem. I think he's very hittable. I think he only throws 1 or 2 punches. I think the stamina problem is right there." Jermell definitely has the drive that Virgil believes Canelo has lost, though.
I want to win. I want to convincingly win this fight. He lost to Bivol, and for some odd reason, that win didn't capitalize for, but a win would, for me, would make a big difference.
Bernard Hopkins really thinks that Jermell's style is going to be a big problem for Canelo too. Bernard stated, "His style is totally different from the styles that Canelo has fought. Charlo is younger, more determined to prove that Canelo's time has been great, but it's up. I just believe that Canelo will have to get him out of there early. The later the fight goes, the more Canelo will start showing not only his age, but he'll start showing the success he's been enjoying for so long is starting to look different. Canelo elevates Charlo. I just think he has the skills, and if he maintains that mentality, it can be really a nightmare for Canelo based on style." David Benavidez is definitely giving Canelo the upper hand, but he's not counting Jermell out just yet.
Do you think Jermell's going to take care of business, or do you think Canelo is going to be a little too much?
I think the skill set is both paired up. I just think Canelo weighs a little bit too much, or he's more used to that weight class. He's used to the punches. I don't doubt Charlo, landing some big punches on Canelo, because these are great fighters. You can take nothing away from him. I feel like the advantage just goes to Canelo. He's heavier, he's more comfortable. Yeah, but it's going to be a great fight.
Keith Thurman is definitely giving Jermell credit where credit is due, but he's worried about Canelo's pressure. Keith stated, "Jermell is a good outside boxer. The only thing I question is the conditioning. Canelo's pressure, and he's going to keep attacking. He's a Mexican fighter, that pressure. You're fighting a puncher. He's a puncher and has always been a puncher. His power, you still have to be wary of it and make the game plan to avoid it, and to avoid it for how long? The whole fight, avoid it for the whole night." Jorge Masvidal also sees Canelo's conditioning being an issue, but he understands that Jermell brings a lot of power to the ring.
Charlo, hard-hitting dog, man. Like, the dude will get tired, push through, he throws bombs. I think Canelo's a little bit more skilled, a little bit more polished, a little bit cleaner. Might even have more endurance, so I'm definitely leaning towards Canelo in that fight.
It seems as though Canelo is still hurting from a previous fight that a lot of fighters think Jermell should study. Canelo stated, "Bivol hurt me a lot. It hurt me because I shouldn't have lost. I'm simply a better fighter than him. I shouldn't have fought. I wasn't 100% physically speaking. My hand wasn't working 100%. I couldn't train 100%. A week before I broke a rib training, and still as a fighter you say, it's okay, when you feel you can do it all. I shouldn't have fought. I should have delayed the fight. That chip in my shoulder is always there. It hasn't been taken out. It's still there. Meanwhile, Jermell is focused on moving up in the ranks, and he thinks that winning this fight will help propel him to the top. Jermell stated, yeah, for sure, I'll be a better pound-for-pound fighter than Crawford if I beat Alvarez. I think it definitely does. I'm already the undisputed champion at super welterweight and would be beating another undisputed champion at super middleweight. It would be a dream come true. I haven't been beefing, like truthfully, with Crawford. He's just feeling himself right now. He's a top dog. He's moving up in weight. Everybody wants to fight the best. Man, I really don't know that just yet if I'm a 168-pound fighter. 168 is considerably still kind of like not my weight division. It's not as easy to make 168. I have to gain weight, and gaining weight when you're working really hard is really tough. I could easily walk around at 168. I'm definitely not the naturally bigger fighter. 168 is not my weight division. I think I would have to see Crawford in a different weight category. Jermell believes he knows what Canelo's biggest weapon is, and he plans to handle that with ease.
I think Canelo's biggest weapon is his overhand right or left hook. Or just possibly having power in both hands.
Jermell thinks that he's come a long way in the boxing world, and he doesn't plan on stopping now. Jermell stated, I used to run around the boxing world wanting to punch on anybody and anything and whatever and getting in trouble and catching cases. My trainer Derek James is always trying to be my ear, how to handle myself and looking like a fool out there. After so many years go by, certain videos will surface from years ago. Like one time I was in New York, and that was like 5+ years ago or 8 years ago, and I was going off on Adrian Broner and Gervonta Davis, and we cool now, we are chillin', but that video just popped back up. How did that old video pop back up? That ain't me and who I am right now. That's just how it goes. I gotta make sure I move in a precise way. Shakur Stevenson definitely thinks that Jermell will come away with the win.
I would not be shocked if Charlo beats him.
Really?
I would not be shocked. But it depends if Canelo could like walk him down without getting hurt or buzzed.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting to see.
Well, Jermell thinks that he has his trainer to thank for getting him to the point he's at, and they both think that Jermell is going into the ring with knockout power. Jermell stated, setting punches up, throwing the punches where they need to be placed, and that's what Derek does really well. We all work as a team. I've got the legendary Juan Guzman. Guzman brings a whole different energy. I've been watching Juan since I was 14, and I was like, dang, he's solid like a real lion. I'm the fighter that needs that guy there. I'm going to learn from you. I'm going to learn from you the visual way. Derek James followed that by stating, we've had 11 or 12 fights since we've been together. Everybody he's fought, he's dropped everybody. He was always told that he was never going to be a puncher, so was like, hey, he's a knockout puncher. Jermell has all the confidence in the world that he's going to be the one to knock Canelo out. Jermell stated, I think I can knock him out, yeah. I think I got the power to knock him out. I throw a lot of blinding shots, and I throw a lot of different shots that's unique. It's weird and very, very different from a lot of other people, and they're very strong. And I've been throwing those shots for years and practicing those certain specific shots for years. And I think he'll get touched by one of them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.